Guys, I'm so excited to introduce this new brand to you. They're selling at ZGO Perfumery now, and I think you guys are going to like these fragrances. There's 4 of them from Nectar Olfactif, and they are honey-focused fragrances. Not all the fragrances feature honey fully. Some are much more mellower than others, but really delicious extrait de parfums that I think you guys should know about.
For sure.
Right?
Yes, great brand. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Nectar Olfactif and 4 of their fragrances. All of their fragrances coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Sebastian.
Andy.
How are you guys doing today? Not asking you, I'm asking them. So hopefully you guys haven't heard about this brand and you're tuned in to discover them, because I think you're going to love them, especially if you like kind of sweeter honeyed fragrances. Again, not all of them are featuring honey fully, like it's not the prominent note. Some are more in the background, but they all utilize honey. And again, they're all selling at ZGO Perfumery now. I have links in the info box. And they're made by fairly well-known perfumers. There's Sidonie Lancesseur on one of them, Serge Oliveira on 2, and then who's the third perfumer?
Amandine Galliano.
Which is, Amandine Galliano has done my favorite fragrance of the collection, but honestly, all 4 of them are really, really delicious. We're going to tell you all about them. We're going to start off with ETOILE de BALI.
Love this one.
This one also has, let me tell them about the bee. The bottles have bees on them.
Yeah, it's like it looks like some sort of ancient bee, like encryption or something.
Why?
It's really nice. It doesn't want to focus.
Let's try again. There we go.
Yeah.
So this is Serge Oliveira featuring Freesia, lily, sandalwood, musk, honey, vegetal notes, bergamot, and mandarin. But wow. This is, to me, a very tropical smelling honey fragrance. It's also very powdery, featuring all these floral notes, really in your face. It's sweetened up with the honey. The honey is prominent, but I don't think the honey is the full-on in your face kind of honey here. But you really notice it, right?
Yeah, totally. And I think one of the really cool parts about this fragrance is that the honey really helps amplify the smell of the florals in this fragrance. Like, I feel like it makes them open up to the actual raw sweet notes that you get from the florals. I think the honey helps a lot, like actually opening those. So,
well, the thing is, Freesia, if you ever smell white flowers, sometimes there is a honeyed smell under them. Some of them more than others. I think Freesia in this case is actually kind of like working with the honey to advance the smell even further and make it more honeyed. But it's so delicious. It's like a tropical floral balm with a honey overdose.
Do you get like a dewy, kind of like a dampness from it at all? Like a little bit like watery in some sort of a way?
I don't get that, but I think maybe the vegetal notes are kind of giving you that vibe.
Yeah. For me, it seems like it has some like some sort of like dewiness, like it's but in like a very fresh way. I love it.
Really I don't get the dewiness as much. I just get a big bouquet of white flowers drizzled with honey all over it. Eventually, the fragrance dries down to a creamy base of sandalwood, and there's musk as well. And the vegetal notes.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's just there to give it an accent of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that prominent. But yeah, really great fragrance, Etoile de BALI. If you haven't tried it, please do. Again, the whole house is really, really great. I think it deserves to be checked out, especially if you like the honey in fragrances. They're all different, but we're starting off with a really great fragrance and moving on to the most popular in the collection, I think.
Yes.
This one's called Melipona. Once again, created by Serge de Oliveira. This is a vanillic take on honey. And I feel like really there's not much honey in here, if at all. Right?
No, I don't pick up like a super, super prominent honey. I think it's a really nice bourbon vanilla. Like a sugared bourbon vanilla. Yeah.
It's bourbon vanilla, vanilla sugar, musk, crystal amber, cashmere wood. Those are the notes. To me, it's a vanillic gourmand.
Yeah, totally.
Super delicious, super sweet.
If you like very vanilla forward fragrances like maybe Fire at Will from Javoy or Vanilla Powder, you have to get your nose on this. This is so nice.
The thing is, it's also giving me caramel vibes. Very much like a bit of sticky, caramelly, butterscotch thing happening there. but I'm not getting much of a honey touch there, even though it's part of the collection.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're basically, they have the fragrance here because there are some honey touches within the note of vanilla.
Right.
Because they're both sweet and sticky. So, right?
Yeah, totally. But beautiful offering, honestly. One of the better vanilla fragrances I've smelled in a long time.
Yeah, this is definitely full-on vanillic gourmand.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. All right, the third fragrance we're talking about is called Secret du Nil.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming it's a Secret of the Nile?
Yes, you got it.
So this is Sidonie Lancesseur. She's done a ton of Killian fragrances. If you like her style, you gotta check this one out.
Mm-hmm.
This is honeyed, but it's more fresh to me. It's neroli, bergamot, vanilla, bitter almonds, toasted almonds, orange tree, bitter orange, musk, cedar, icing, sugar, honey. So the honey is very, very minute in this, but it's mostly a fresh fragrance with vanillic and honey touches under there.
Yep.
And then you've got the nuttiness that's coming in, the musk. It's super fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I think, like you said, like the honey is being used as an opening for a lot of these other notes.
They're also saying orange tree, but it's more of the bitter leaves, the petitgrain. It's got definitely a very prominent petitgrain note.
Yeah, I get that kind of like a citrusy bite a little bit from the orange and then the neroli as well.
It's really good.
Slightly green too.
Yeah, it's kind of green for sure. I think we're getting that from the leaves, the petitgrain. That's so good.
Yeah.
This is really, really good.
Very unique too. I haven't come across too many fragrances like with this same vibe.
Yeah, I think Sidonie Lancesseur does know perfumes. She's done so many fragrances if you look up her name. And I think this might be not my favorite, but definitely my second favorite.
Yes, it's a great one.
And my first, number one favorite is Supreme Nectar here. It's so good. This one's created by Amandine Galliano. It's amber, musk, honey, sandalwood, almonds, vanilla, patchouli, creamy notes, almond blossom. This to me is a honey bomb.
Yes, this is so good.
But this is not a sickly sweet honey.
Mm-mm.
There's a freshness in there.
Yeah. No, this is... I have too many good things to say about this. I would
so
say
good.
this is the most gourmand of the bunch too.
You
right?
think?
Yeah, I do think so.
I thought Melipona was the most gourmand.
I think this one, it gives it the like almondy sweetness I'm getting from it. It doesn't come across like super nutty, but almost. Ooh.
I can't believe how good this is.
It's so creamy.
I much
So
prefer this
great.
over the
Yeah.
Melipona.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a switch.
This is taking almonds, chopping them up and drizzling them with honey and putting them in your mouth. Yummy.
Oh, so good.
So yummy. This is delicious. This is my favorite. This is Supreme Nectar. I think it'll be a great fragrance for the coming holidays. Colder days in the autumn and the winter days. Fantastic.
Great.
So what are the prices on these fragrances?
$195 for 100 ml Extrait de Parfum.
Yeah, Extrait de Parfum, guys. These are really intense fragrances. Gourmand lovers, take note. I think the least gourmand is Secret du Nil.
Yes. One thing cool too that I've noticed a lot of people doing in store is experimenting with layering these fragrances too.
Oh.
They all can work. I've seen people layer like Melipona with ETOILE de BALI to give it like a more gourmand take on a fresh floral, drizzling even more honey on your bouquet of flowers. So, or more vanilla, I guess I should say.
Honestly, my order of preference is Supreme Nectar, Secret du Nil, Étoile de Bali, and Melipona.
I would say the same, but I'd swap ETOILE de BALI with the Secret du Nil.
Oh.
So second favorite for me is the ETOILE de BALI.
Interesting. Okay. So Melipona last?
Melipona third. Secret du Nil last.
Oh, so you don't like the citrus one?
I like it. I would have preferred the other one first, though. Okay. I like them all, but if we're going to order them, that's how I put it.
Okay. Yeah, the collection is really solid. It's a brand new house, and the perfumers are all with Robertet, I believe, Robertet. So really nicely made fragrances. I think this is going to be a really great brand, especially Extrait de Parfum fragrances for under $200. I think these are going to be fantastic. Yeah. You'll definitely be hearing more about these fragrances on the channel, but for sure, Supreme Nectar is top notch, guys. You got to get your nose on it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video on Nectar Olfactif. Are you familiar with the brand? Let us know. Put a comment down below and which one sounds the best to you. If you haven't sampled the fragrances, do let us know. Otherwise, thanks to Andy for coming by.
Of course.
If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.